What's up, guys? It's your boy HAQ with Heli Direct. I'm here with a brand new RS5. I'm gonna do a little build overview and a flight test, and I think you guys are gonna love this one. All right, so here we have the RS5 rotor head. It does come with a 12mm shaft. All the screws did have Loctite. I did notice that when I was building it. I took everything apart to verify, but man, everything had Loctite. The geometry looks to be about the same as the RS7 from factory. So it's a little off the one-to-one. And it looks like they do have space to be able to make improvements on that geometry. They could make it one-to-one. It looks to me like maybe shortening the blade grip if they wanted to do that. Another cool factor that I liked when I was building this was the dampening for the head. It does come with multiple shims, so you could increase the preload and stiffen it up just a smidge than just having, you know, one shim on either side of the spindle. The links also have that oversized feel when you're pressing them on. Those who've built a RS7 know what I'm talking about. It's extremely tough to get on there, but man, these things are durable. Flying the bird usually will wear down the links, but these are definitely a step above that. All right, now on to the main chassis. A few things that you start noticing at this point in the build. For starters, the quality. Man, the Goosky quality is definitely, I've always been like just surprised by how good the tolerance is, the fitment is of all the parts when they go together, and this is no exception. They did a great job on this. One of the benefits or changes you'll see from their usual designs is no spacing between the frames. So the bottom frame and the top frame are kind of like sandwiched together. And I think that's a great move on their part because it's less parts and it's just sleeker looking overall. I would say it even could add to the rigidity of the frame as well. Another option that they included is the ability to be able to switch between mid servos and full size with the kit out the box. So you just simply rotate this top plate right here and it'll allow you to use the full size servos. Same thing goes for the elevator. Guys, also be mindful of the elevator. The way that the back bracket works is that you flip it if you want to use the mid-size and have it the other way around. So this is for mid-size right now, and then you flip it around to have the full size. The manual only points out the full size. So if you build it according to the manual and you aren't paying attention, you could just go right past that little detail. You also want to watch out for the front canopy mounts. If you aren't really looking at the way that the lines are going through in the manual, I ended up mounting these by accident here and then realizing my mistake when I finished mounting them. And I had to swap them out from the top to the bottom. Also, cool feature that they did. So the third bearing block, the positioning on most kits is a wiggle up and down to prevent any slack. So the way that they drilled out the frames is that you have a lot more ability to move it front, back, top, bottom, and it provides better flexibility when you're trying to align the frames with the main shaft so that the main shaft just drops completely through. You can just get that little final adjustment and it's seamless with that little play that it has. All right, so now onto the tail. I love the added seesaw. It's like a Delrin palm seesaw they put on the center hub. That right there is gonna help improve the lifespan of those of the dampening system. Also create a stiffer tail. It doesn't have any play. It's incredible. Very stiff. But yet stiff and perfectly smooth. It feels like if the O-rings that they added in there are a little oversized, I think that oversized O-rings will help increase the lifespan of the tail dampening. But something to consider. I think this is probably the best upgrade I've seen so far in, or the next evolution I've seen that has impressed me the most. Idler roller is also increased. It's more simple in design. So instead of the two bearings, a little spacer in the center, you have just one roller that covers edge to edge of the pulley. Also the fitment, amazing. Everything. I haven't had a single complaint with any of the parts I've been putting together so far on this kit. Tail rod, you have this goes glued on to the carbon rod with CA, and then this piece right here is threaded into the red anodized end cap with green Loctite, and then you can screw on the link. So now onto the canopy. Highly debated canopy. I think it's amazing, but a lot of people have said about it being enclosed versus the open, so the debate's been ongoing regarding that topic. I like the closed look. I'm one of those people that just does not like the look of the wires hanging out the front. So I think this is a sleeker looking canopy than the open front, but that's my opinion. Along with the enclosed canopy, they came out with a quick disconnect for the canopy. So the front is going to be mounted the same, no pins, but the rear does have quick disconnects. Now there is one thing I do have to say, little complaint I have regarding these quick disconnects. For starters, I feel that they're easily lost or could be fumbled. Most of these grommets that are put on the canopies over time, they'll wear in or just develop a little bit of play, or just in size. They'll just settle in. Having these quick disconnects that are like this when the canopy is brand new. Another thing, the hole to put the grommet in was like perfect size, right, for the grommet. But getting to this point now where it's kind of like loose, and the only thing that's holding it in is that little ball right there. So if I get that little ball out of there, it'll come out. And if I'm fumbling on the grass or something, or taking off the canopy, and these things happen to get lost like that, it is a possibility you'll never find it again. But that's my only complaint. So just be mindful, guys, when you do take off your canopy. If you're not on the bench, just keep your eye on those. But other than that, the quality of the canopy is amazing. Nice, sleek, great paint job, visible. I haven't flown it yet, but it looks good. On the bench, it looks great. All right, so let's do a quick walk around. I just finished it. We're using a Hobby Wing, a 150 amp V5. I have a Ego Drift 4030 HT 1080 kV stock gearing. Then for the servos, I'm using Torque BLS 1809Ms all around. For the cyclic, I have a Torque 0704T for the tail servo, and then the trusty Nexus with an RP3H, and obviously the secret sauce in there. Using Ultimate 560 blades. The Azores are also good. I just wanted to try them out. All right, quick test flight with the RS5. Have Andre Van Grieken on the sticks. Give us a little expose.
Motor on.
This is 2100 head speed. This is our bank one. All right, give them a taste of bank two, will ya? 2400, guys. Hit them with the bank three, 2550. right, let her chill. Back down to 21. Let that baby breathe. That was Andre, guys. Incredible flight.
Heli direct!